Alright, hello there YouTube, this is Mr. Pokemon 907. I just finished 100cc for Mario Kart 7. I have those videos uploaded. I'm gonna work something out that when I finish one video game series in an engine class, I would have the link in that video to the next game, so I'd link something there to this playlist. Yeah, so I'm gonna begin now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 100cc. I've got so much reflection in the background. I've always had a setup for this. So I'm going to shade that. Now I'm going to try to shade that away from the cam. Still going to be some movement. I should have done this before I even started the video, but here we are, huh? Alright, see if I could position this screen a bit more as well, a bit better. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright. So Nintendo went above and beyond with this freaking game. So let's go to Grand Prix. Still at 100cc, yeah. And this isn't the card I'm going to be using. I'm quite sure not just yet. I'm just giving a heads up as to how extensive this freaking game is. So the first four tracks, the first four cups, I mean, the Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, the Star Cup, and the Special Cup, I would have that in its own playlist and call that the Nitro Grand Prix, the Nitro courses, the tracks that come with the game, the original Mario Kart 8 tracks. Then after that would be the Retro Grand Prix, that would be this Shell Cup, Banana Cup, Leaf Cup, and Lightning Cup. Alright, those are by themselves. And right after that, then we had the Wave 1 DLC that came with the original Mario Kart 8 on Nintendo Wii U. That was the Mario Kart 8 X, The Legend of Zelda DLC. And that had the Egg Cup and the Triforce Cup. I would have those in their own playlist as well. That is the, you could say, Wave 1 DLC for Mario Kart 8 and Wii U. These came with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, pre-installed, the game comes with those. And as well, we had the Mario Kart 8 X Animal Crossing DLC. That was the Crossing Cup and the Bell Cup. That's going to be in its own. So that is already 4 playlists, Nitro Grand Prix, Mushroom Flower Star Special, then the Retro Grand Prix, Shell, Banana, Leaf, Lightning. Then would be the Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart 8X, the Legend of Zelda, Egg Cup, and Triforce Cup. You get the picture. Then, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had its own DLC packages. The Wave 1 all the way down to Wave 6. Yeah. Insane. So I kind of forgot well, I'm just going to look at those. When I do get around to those, I think it's these, then these, Wave 2, and this is Wave 3, Turnip and Feather, yeah, I think that's how it went, Propel and Cherry, Rock and Acorn, then Moon and Spiny. I'm quite sure that's how it went, yeah, definitely. So, each of these, this will be one playlist, this will be another playlist, these two are another playlist. So that is 4 so far in the original tracks here. And then this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 playlists. This playthrough is going to be extensive as hell. I'm 3 minutes or almost 4 minutes in. And I haven't even started the race yet. So let's carry on. Who am I going to pick? Let's see. Mushroom Cup is Mario Kart Stadium, Water Park, Sweet Sweet Canyon, Twont Ruins. So alright, I'm not sure what's going on there. I've got some vibration actually going through the house. A freaking compressor next door. This is the life I was born into, like a modern day Jesus, man. I got a carpenter dad next door every hour of the day, cutting wood, saw, compressor, saw. So sorry about the noise, but this is the best that I could do if I want to finish these games in good time. So you'll see a weird, like, my camera is struggling to focus over and over and over. There's a weird effect going through the screen. All of a sudden it's the compressor doing it, because the way that I'm recording this, there's like a vibration going through it right now, and it's affecting the quality somewhat. I had many reasons why I didn't want to do this during the day, but I'm going to go ahead. It has the camera every other second. The camera is focusing, and it's fucking annoying me. Yeah, focus. And then there's another focus. You see it, right? fucking annoying. Because the camera device is being literally vibrated right now and is annoying me. Alright, anyways, so I'm gonna hit plus here, see what I get. I don't want to use a bike, do I? This is one of the best carts in the game. Where is his freaking cart? I'm quite sure it's in this game, man. There we are. So I'm gonna use the B-Dasher for, you know, memory's sake, Mario and all that. And to watch it. The compressor just turned off, right? We aren't seeing the crazy focus going on all the time anymore, right? Literally, the vibration goes through the entire house every time he turns that on, because he just has it on the ground. Yeah, see what I mean? Is there's no focus. Camera isn't freaking out as much anymore. So I'm gonna go to B-Dasher, roller wheels, and the MK TV. Is that the best parafoil? And the MKTV parafoil looks nice. So mushroom cut, let's go. Wondering if this is too loud or too soft. Whichever. Maybe too loud. Yeah, start boost. A good thing that when you start your first race in a Grand Prix, you get 5 coins right off the bat. You get this double item box. Good, hold that for dear life. Right across the lost my dang momentum there. Definitely getting these, why not? Alright. Yeah. Alright. Looking good so far. But as I have noticed throughout every Mario Kart game playing so far, 100cc is its own hell, because everyone pretty much catches up. I have racers right down behind me, and that is really scary, especially in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because we have the zero gravity engines, we've got all this extra stuff going on. There's the blue shell, maybe I called it, hopefully not. Then I've got Lenny coming up behind me. Alright, I'm going to take this one this time. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so that was the second lap. Now on to the final lap. I'm going to see if I can play this lap as perfected as I possibly can. Get all these dang coins. See if I can go ahead and try my best. Dropping that right there. Ah, gosh. At least that by mistake. Give me a purple. Good. There we go. This cart and the roller wheels, the control handling is quite interesting though. Alright, next race. That was fine, I'd say. It could have been way better if been missing so many coins. Gorgeous track this is though. Wow. Water Park is pretty. Mario Kart 8 was the peak of Mario Kart. I definitely do have to say, look at this detail, man. Holy shiz. Alright, here we go. So 1, 2. Alright. I knew it. Every chance you get, just hold that item behind you for dear freaking life. Never drop your items, hold on to them. That's a pro Mario Kart tip, like literally. Kid you not, just now I had my finger like ready to press my up on the D-pad there, you know, like Mario Kart V, like muscle memory. Holy shit! There's no wheelie. Isn't even a freaking bike, and it was just I just had my finger there ready to press the D-pad. That's hilarious. I was playing Mario Kart V for quite some bit because, like I said, you know, seeing it on an HD television and having it push the original resolution that the game is made for. Most people back then in 2010, 2008, 2009, those early years, never really had, you know, televisions that weren't literally way too big for the Mario Kart. For the original Nintendo V, had me saying Mario Kart, for the original Nintendo V resolution, so I was enjoying that game as though I was playing it for the first time because I never got to see the original V showing on a smaller screen. Is not stretched. Is going to be as HD as it's supposed to be. Actual 480 720i. Yeah, gorgeous game. I'd even compare Mario Kart V, believe it or not, like in graphics to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You'd be like, what? That's crazy, man. This game has way more detail, like world details and stuff like that. Like the worlds are more detailed. But when it comes around to like, you know, like the 3D models and how shiny they are and stuff like that, when you have the Nintendo V running at its original screen size, it's close to this, to be honest. It's really damn pretty to look at. Alright. Alright, so race number 2. Water park is gorgeous. Moving on to race number 3 of this Mushroom Cup. I've got to get ahead with this. I've got to risk the noise in the background and really push this thing because, like I've just shown you, and it took me around 4 minutes to do that. This game has 24 cups, a total of 96 tracks. That is 96 like race tracks in one Mario Kart game. Wow, 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 wow. Holy shit, right? So, get my start boost. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a while. This could take a few days, maybe 2 days if anything, to finish all these. The system still has to charge. I'm not, I do not believe in, unless it's in the dock directly, I've got to charge this camera device that I'm using. This device I'm using for my camera has to charge as well. You know, things still have their limitations. It's never always healthy for batteries to be using something whilst it's charging, so I won't be doing that. Ah, jeez, I should have dropped it. Forgot. I think we still got some good distance from those guys. I think we're still fine. I'm gonna pull over here to far right, get this item here. Where my coins at, right? Alright, get that stunt off. There's a speck of dust on my screen. As good a quality as ever. Alright, so let me just pause. Take that speck from there. You possibly didn't even notice that, but I did. Jesus! Worst timing, blue shell, spiny shell. Freaking spiny shell. Alright, take this corner here, you kind of hug the wall with a drift. That's literal pro technique. Oh my god, why, fudge. These games are evil. Always hitting you right when you're trying to take a jump so that you fall and be slowed down as much as possible. Especially in 100cc, I realize. Alright. Got Wendy. Jesus, that was mine, wasn't it? Got Wendy right behind us. This ain't good. 4. So there's 8 coins. I'm not using this. The next blue shell that there's where it's ugly ass. I'm gonna destroy it with this. This is called a super horn, and this destroys blue shells. There's some people who possibly never even knew that. Yeah, you could be in first place and actually destroy a blue shell with this thing. Or red shells like I just did. Alright. Yeah. So that was race number 3. Now moving on to race 4. That track that we just drove reminds me of, you know, Wreck-It Ralph's iconic racetrack. Also showed in Disney Speedstorm. Amazing, I've yet to play that. So the final race for this Mushroom Cup. And that's 1 out of 24. Finishing this Mushroom Cup is only 1 out of 20 freaking 4. So we still got a long ways to go here. Jesus, the timing on this red shell. Good thing the zero gravity holds. It still would have been cool to me though if we're on one of these like zero gravity courses, and once you're hit by an item, you actually fall off of the zero gravity track. You're falling off like over there. But I guess that might have been a bit too harsh on some players, so they still made it that your cart hooks on and holds gravity. But that would have been seriously cool though. It would have added a bit more depth to the game, to be honest. But nah, you get hit, your cart still falls onto the sideways road that you're taking. Alright, yeah. And send that back. Alright, come on. Alright, awesome. So this course, this section just opened up. Second lap. Stunt here. I'm gonna stunt to the left. Because believe it or not, since this game, when you stunt to the left, you actually get like a bit more traction when you're taking left turns, and if you stunt to the right, you get a bit more traction when you turn into the right. It isn't as obvious, it's totally obvious in Mario Kart World because they made the animations a bit more, turn. You see the turn, but in this as well, yeah, that's how it works. I noticed that myself. I was pressing the button, but they take their time. They take the dang time, using the items. And a blue shell, holy shit, why? Come on. Alright. Use this right here. Hold this for dear life. Dang it, I missed that jump. We've already got 10 coins. Like I said though. Jesus. I wasn't playing this in too long. Way too long. I usually get that shortcut so swell every time. Alright, we're tiny, so we're definitely getting over there. I thought. So that is 4 out of 4. Alright, on to the results / awards screen. My imagining for how this would work if this was like detailed as ever, like a movie detail, the characters actually having an award ceremony instead of going up on an actual award ceremony after each race. It just get the update on the HDMI, the television screen in the actual cart, and it would show that you're the one who won. Show the trophy details, and then they just drive off, go back to the garage. That's how I imagine it. Alright. So 3-star. Awesome. So very next episode then I'm going to move on to the Flower Cup. That's it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, click that like button. You can leave a comment as well, obviously. And that subscribe button should be named the follow button. YouTube really needs to deal with that. I do not understand why it's called the subscribe button, and there's so many services online that use that word for paid services, because it's free of charge and you're simply just being notified of my channel's updates. Anytime I upload a new video, I make a post or whatever, you would have that sent directly to your device's notification section once it is set to do that. And that's it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever and whenever you're watching. Until next episode, this has been Mr. Pokemon 907.